pick, one of these teams is pretty much obligated to ban the Wisp. We saw OG take it out last game, first phase. Same logic. So,
and
still
that's the reason we banned Doom like early on in our last.
Yeah,
remember to take it early, but we finally get a Rubik. Oh man, is it Cass and Dota? I think it is.
Possibly.
At least the two of us. Not that we've had a Rubik yet, because I keep thinking, man, this is a good Rubik game, but the 4s keep getting picked up early. Before like a Rubik is really like you have this big counter where like, oh, Rubik game, but now you have a Doom first pick overall. That's a good time to grab it.
Absolutely. Doom and Ench. Still a solid opener from OG. Very good meta heroes. Very open-ended.
Now, will they do the hard carry pick like some teams do here?
That's a tough call.
Or will they do something again?
I don't think they're going to take a...
Like, what about the Spectre like we saw earlier where there's a Doom opener and then we just saw the Spectre snagged up? I think that was Na'Vi and it didn't work out well.
No. Do have last pick, so they're going to play grab the Clockwork here instead. And I guess a little bit of flex, generally assuming Clockwork is the position 4 these days when I see him grab this early, but any chance this could be a 3, or is this just our support duo for NIGMA?
I think it's our support duo, and it might be a 5 Clockwork.
It could be a 5. Okay.
Because we had a really good 5 clock with the Spectre, our first game of the tournament.
Oh yeah, you're right, we did. And I think I think I was a little surprised at how well it worked out.
Yeah, it was extremely strong, actually. I think it was... I can't even remember. I think it was V Prodigy. It was those games, right? No, wasn't those ones. Was it Alliance NIP? I don't know what we were casting. That might whatever we were casting.
That might have been NA Dota.
It was good.
It might have been North America.
Yeah, it might have been.
Time zones, buddy.
Yeah.
Time zones.
I hear you. But either way, yeah, the 5 clock did work out fairly well. But we'll see what they plan on doing. I could also see Iron Man playing like a 5 Rubik, perhaps. Not necessarily for GH.
I like seeing the Rubik get a little more farm. I feel like he's a support that does have some scaling potential.
Could be a mirror.
10 seconds
as well.
You never know. You never know.
5 seconds remaining.
Taken out alongside the Wind Ranger. What's happened to the core Ven? Remember, OG was one of the teams that we first cast with the tops in Venge mid.
Now for the old razzle dazzle.
Fallen out of vogue, no longer the popular ish.
All the items it built are worse, right? It used to just like, pretty much all of its items got nerfed. So I think it's like a little bit worse. It was pretty dependent on Broken Helm, and then even the new helm got nerfed again. So I think it's a little bit out. I think it's still playable, but the support advantage offers most of the stuff that you want to get anyway. Oh yeah, AM's a good one to ban too. Now it's pretty interesting going for Doom still.
I think we've seen AM banned feels like every game for this tournament. Yeah. Nobody bold enough to first him, and also nobody bold to put him in for the second phase. So Spectre and Invoker taken out, and then also that dreaded Pugna from the last game that we played so well.
Prophet.
And
Natures or death?
And what? I was thinking Natures. Bat Riders, man, just like MC heroes. Especially the pair well with Clockwork. I guess they could Darkseer themselves.
Yeah, I was
because the AM's banned, but the Oracle is still in. But they have Oracle Ench, and they could play 4.
Darkseer with Clock is pretty darn nice.
I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to judge Darkseer still. Maybe you really want to see the position 1 first, though.
I still don't love Darkseer that much in a vacuum, but I have gotten got by underestimating the mind control Darkseer many a time. I don't know that there's a such thing as a bad Darkseer game when mind control has that hero. I really like universe level. You know, there's just a couple players out there that play the Darkseer on another level, and I can't exactly explain why they're so good with it. They just are.
I just missed the universe offlane faceless.
OG
There's a spot. Oh, man. That guy had the best chrono.
Oh, the good old days. Viper now picked up by NIGMA.
Okay, that's pretty hype. That's a nice flex. Oh, Viper's not that hype, but it's a very flexible position 3 or position 2 hero. Kind of like they're in a bit of a rough spot in terms of the pick here, and I think this is a nice way to solve it.
It's kind of a catch-all, right? Viper is play-aroundable, very physically slow. One of his biggest weaknesses. You know, he deters like an Art's pick and some of those other key heroes. Life Stealer, you probably don't really want to play into Viper. It certainly feels safe. And as you mentioned last game, NIGMA still very eager to pick these nasty green heroes. Rubik and Viper here, so staying within theme.
Viper is so annoying. I don't really know what the answer is to this hero.
To Viper?
Yeah, just like, I mean, I guess the answer is jungling, right? That's what the answer is. So we go Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Mobile heroes.
Yes,
I think that's really the counterplay.
Storm actually looks kind of nice since they have a clockwork too. Have to really.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah.
Might not have to pay quite yet. Good time, but
they grabbed the void. This was in the hands of Miracle, and now OG likely to put it in the hands of Mid One.
Yeah. And they have some good combos with the Ench already, right? It can up in a lot of damage. He has set the Ench too, theoretically. He like that hero quite a bit. I don't know, we'll see. Probably getting support, just throwing it out there.
Yep. The mid.
Oh, nice. Slardar. Okay, so now that I see the position 1, right? That makes your life much easier when you're an offlane player, knowing what the carry is going to be. Yeah. So now, Faceless Void loves to deal with burst damage, right? Because he can just time lapse it off.
Yep.
Doesn't time lapse. Time walk it off. Doesn't care. But Slardar is that slow, consistent damage over time. And you have to be really careful when he gets to the 3 stacks, because what if the clock runs out of battery assault? And suddenly you get back once with a couple more flashes and...
baby. All right, well, you asked how we deal with Viper. If this hero's dead, I think Arc Warden can deal with Viper just fine. I'm pretty sure that's a matchup that Arc is pretty darn happy with.
This hero's something else.
10 seconds.
Yeah. And does appear to be a pretty good Arc Warden game. I don't think these 4 heroes pose any significant threat as like a specific counter pick to the Arc Warden.
They do have... I mean, at least that's something, right?
Somebody to get in the back line. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's
still, it's...
I wouldn't call that a hard counter by any stretch.
Especially he's probably gonna buy Puck anyway.
Yep. I really like Slardar though. I think he is a little bit of a sleeper hero. I don't know if he's getting picked up in games that we haven't cast. Haven't really seen him at all in North America. But he hits hard. He gives you Roche options. He's got some pretty good item builds. He's like Centaur, but with a little more control and more physical damage. Great lockdown. Big fan of this hero.
Yeah, good bans on the Prophet too, though, because that would have been a nice hero to kind of round out their damage.
Global presence to play with the Arc Warden.
And Chrono. Yeah, just like solid initiation across the map.
Brood, also a good ban from OG.
Yeah, I don't know if he just banned Meepo anyway or what. On everyone's minds, is there something more valuable to ban?
And they have a pretty good lineup for dealing with Meepo between Chrono, Doom, Arc Warden got a lot of damage. They actually banned the Ursa instead.
Put it in a pretty fast tempo to try and deal with.
Yeah.
Doom
Ursa and
really
Viper.
Want to lane.
Ursa, Viper, Slardar, I could very much see those heroes dominating lanes, coming together for an early Roche, and just taking over the mid game.
I think they might ban the PA.
PA, huh?
I mean, it's a
with the minus armor,
it's
scary
like,
combo.
Got Blink. EL's also still in, which is another pretty decent hero in this situation, I feel like.
Well, what should NIGMA be thinking about banning here? I'm having trouble reading what OG are going to want to finish off this draft.
Yeah, they do have a ton of flexibility.
Obviously, last pick will be going to NIGMA, so OG is going to get to pick after this ban.
If it's a really strong offlane hero like an Underlord or something, the Doom could be a 4.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
A Beastmaster, I guess that could have been it too.
It's like Arc Warden and Void are the 1 and 2. It's this 3, 4, 5 that we're trying to figure out with Doom, this
I think
remaining
the edge
pick.
is probably a 5. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. It's mostly just between Seb and Doom.
Okay.
Is he the Doom or is Soxa the Doom? And then is there anything more valuable here to help us out?
5 seconds remaining.
They could look for another Lion-esque hero for Soxa that brings a little more control of the table. And no, they go back for the Brewmaster. So, wow. I actually don't like it. Could be a 4 Brew.
Soxa has played a lot of Brew.
Yeah.
So has Tail, though.
Very interesting. Did not see that.
He got a lot of buffs. They're basically just number tweaks, but it was just kind of like across the board buffs for the hero. And they will in fact go for the PA as expected.
Called it. So looking for some one-shot daggers with the amplified damage, or the corrosive haze, as it's called now.
Reminds me about Ricky game. It's like, yeah, if I'm gonna pick Ricky, but the other team just lets it through. Like, and I know they, but they understand that, like, you know, yeah, if they go for it, they're in trouble. So. The core brew.
PA is a hero that generally has some issues right now. We're pretty much only seeing PA picked up in games where she has an enabler, Magnus with the Empower, or in this case, Corrosive Haze from the Slardar. OG just what confident that they can handle the Phantom Assassin. NIGMA are going to be looking to control Roche, though. I can pretty much guarantee based on this lineup. It's going to be a big objective this game.
Yeah, not easy, though, versus Arc Warden, Brewmaster, and Faceless Void.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Picturing NIGMA just one missed chrono, or you take a fight and chrono's on cooldown, then you just run into the pit, you kill it in 10 seconds before they can even react.
All right, so let's see here. I'm just going to go through the full version history now of the so he got the Thunderclap. All right, so Thunderclap used to do 8 seconds slow on creeps for some reason, which was kind of funny, but now it only does 4 seconds. They got rid of that little change. Didn't really matter, I don't think.
8 seconds is a long time, though.
Yeah.
It's like egregious.
They tuned down the lower levels of Cinder Brew, which kind of sucks because that was a pretty good laning ability. They did reduce the mana cost, so now it's like 56 instead of just like 80.
Less damage, more spammable.
Yeah, they reduced the cast backswing on it as well. But then the pandas all got buffed. So the fire attack backswing was from 0.57 to 0.3. They increased the attack damage of the wind panda by a little bit, by like 10, or the storm panda. So
yeah.
Absolutely perfect for 7.2. Is now also increasing Battling's movement speed by 100. And it removes the movement speed limit. So when you buy the, and it's not listed, it gives them bonus movement speed too. But no, that's kind of the crazy thing. Sometimes they can get like insane speedy.
Holy moly!
Yeah, we don't see the Ags come out with Brew that often anymore.
I wouldn't be expecting it.
Not a very common item, but as you said, they are slowly making it a little bit more appealing piece by piece. It's the hand slap mid one and GH.
Hand slaps? What do you call it? Hand slaps.
Hand slaps. They high five, dude. Slap hands. What do you call them?
High fives?
Let me guess. You call it paper, rock, scissors, huh?
I'm not that cool.
Another 2-1-2, perhaps. Actually, 3 heroes starting up top for NIGMA, so maybe looking for first blood. I see a dedicated tri-lane.
Probably just the first blood. But depends on what Soxa does. That's Doom down bottom.
Well, they scouted out. No tail knocks down that tree, and he's RMN right away.
He still gets licks.
I don't know. So might be happy to try to force the tri lane if they get the TP up here, because 1v1 Slardar should beat the Brewmaster. Slardar traditionally very good in these melee matchups.
Soxa didn't do the early devour, right? He didn't do like the one down here at the bottom. He waited for the spawn. So they don't need blocker. The Doom's not doing anything yet. It's still just a one going bottom.
Okay, Doom is going to TP up. Oh, they are in tri lane now.
Oh wow, mid one with a really greedy time walk. Not really punched too hard though.
Yep, he'll be okay. And kicking in on mid, the Topton Arc Warden against the Weehaw Viper. Pretty even to start. Very curious how this lane will go though. Back up top now. Some damage exchange into no tail. No kill. Odd tri lane. There's a new inch. Not bad in these scenarios. Soxa going to get caught by battery assault, but the slow is there. One. The damage mitigated by time walk.
I'm still just holding the point as well. And this player's been chilling in the tower for quite a while now. No tail looking to get some space to send it back home.
That bottom mind control, putting the work in against Seb. Might find a first blood. No, Seb does survive. Getting bullied pretty hard. You can see that CS disparity.
And this is where that early changes to the Ignite are going to hurt. Like, this is already going to be a bad matchup. This is not going to be a lot of fun.
Now back top, Miracle in the tree, and the tri-lane is ready to battle. Mid one jumps in, no tails here. Can they get this on Miracle? Oh, it's Soxa that falls. Mid one, NIGMA find a double. Mid one, lone survivor. A small lane for OG now that this tri-lane's been lost.
He's just limping back to the tower, and our man doesn't even care.
Yeah, a heartbreaker. OG were the aggressors there. And mid actually going very well for Viper. Weehaw is winning right now, 12-8 compared to the 7-2 Topton Warden.
He can, if you think about it, like Viper can play wall. It's not a lot of punish, especially with corrosive skin, because there is some hazard for Topson.
Yep.
There we go. Points in the box now. That's where might want to understand things get a little bit better.
Okay. Still a scary amount of denies on that for 3 minutes into the lane.
Looks like got old Viper.
Yeah, seriously. So up here, they've got the speed aura, the Cobalt Foreman, helping Sox no tail a little bit. Taking the whip. Oh no, the courier getting down to the Cobalt. He gets it. Damn, drink that chalice, Cobalt.
All right, that is actually so sick that the Cobalt can do that. A glorious death. He went out like a Klingon, man.
Dude. See you in Stovokor. That's the Klingon after.
No, I knew. Trust me, I appreciated that. Don't worry. It's for the people, you know.
For the layman's out there, for the Star Wars fans out there, that they can be in on it soon.
It's okay. I was like you two once fast. Don't worry. There's for you all.
I too used to like Star Wars. Mid up top, little strive. Mid one. He's actually going to turn. They're going to shape the for a potential counter kill. They do get the enchant onto RMN. Miracle still trading right clicks. Jumps hard on Soxa. Scorched Earth, working wonders right now. Miracle still continues to pursue, gets a little bit of vision, and they do find the kill. Now mid one needs to be careful. Another walk.
So many sticks to keep trying for this trial. I don't know, Tail.
He'll pop his big OG running right. Oh, the peak daggers are too much. GH does get back by 10 seconds on the time walk, though. Needs to be a little bit careful here. Can't afford to take too much damage.
Oh, man.
GH in one, time walk in one. He's still in trouble though. Let's have charges in two. The hook is enough, but Miracle wants to kill. He does commit for it. It might cost him for Bang, does have Fairy Fire. And with beautiful cuts, not back, no tail, the Fairy Fire does
oh my god.
This is ridiculous, but Miracle's back in. Tail again.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
9 HP. Miracle survives.
And somehow the backwards are still there. I thought Socks was gonna go get them during all of that.
Could not have gone better for NIGMA, I don't think. PA now has a pretty nice advantage over the
though. Nice.
Look at GH, yeah. Nice counter kill.
That was hilarious.
In the mid lane, still a bit of a disaster. 26-16 in CS, but if you look at net worth, 2,100 on Viper, 1,500 on the Artford. So a large gap.
I'm put him. Seb's getting the charge, but mind control, I'm gonna force it. Seb's doing way better than I thought he would.
Agreed.
This would be like worse than this. It's decent lead. It's like a 400 gold lead, but I actually thought it'd get harder. It's been constantly splitting the wave up.
Absolutely playing very well. Sort scary in these kind of matchups. The Bash of the Deep does so much. So I'll never forget that game where Ember started from mid and seeing how Slard handled him so completely.
I believe that was Boxy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
fun
Boxy Slard. There was like a black and white hard counter of oh shit, Ember can't move. Brew obviously, yeah, a lot more options there. Don't sleep on the Slardar, folks.
He did was salty defensively, but he's been bottom out this report. And we're still going. They're gonna bring reinforcement.
There's the split. They want this Viper, and they might find him. Thompson does take a Viper scrub, and is probably going to go down as well. 1-1, of course, advantage for the Dire. Thompson falls second.
Man, MC
now
had
one more.
No mana, or he could have gotten the...
Yeah. Treads, 6 charge.
That was interesting. We have to win. The Brewmaster was coming into. He just saw that, yeah, on tops. But unfortunately, I think he died first, right?
Correct. Yeah. First, so not a good trade for Weehawk. Maybe overestimating his, thinking he could perhaps kill Thompson before going down himself.
Meanwhile, Weehawk's going to tee up top. I can see he's running to a creep.
Oh, man. He has some trouble here. They will save Viper trips the Nether Toxin. And now GH holding it against top.
We'll have to see if the little patch comes in play at any point during this game for the break.
That's a good call.
And crit, I suppose. There's a couple things going on. Oh wait, never mind. Not a anyway. Dota.
Yeah, you're right. Not a passive. Not a passive.
Oh, get
no tail on the run. RM closes the gap. That Centaur not going to be enough health to live through this one, I don't think. And while in the mid top, and he gets ganked. Does still have this double. Saksa trying to run. GH might get brought down in exchange. Nope, he'll survive, and Saksa also falls. That 3 dead OG around the map. NIGMA getting a big lead, and you know, not only did the Slardar win the lane and has an advantage over Brew, but has to farm Slardar, and he's going to have a pretty fast blink dagger. He's already got his boots. Comes around. Walker's not just getting right to him to set up for the other heroes on the team.
When taking the tier 1 tower mid before 10 minutes. Might have to driven back and killed.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay, yeah, that goes to 7 right? No. Oh. Only level 2, right?
2. Yes. Level 2 Wraith. Yeah, she scales up. $2K net worth lead. All 3 cores NIGMA, top of the charts. And similar to last game, a bit atypical, but Thompson is struggling. He is bottom of the course right now, actually behind
the Rubens down here. I might be able to kill him, see.
Is he on the run? EP's coming. They can't kill him. He is big. And also 2 level 4 notes. How much faster he does. There's no untouchable. Looking for more. Bruce slips out. No tail stuck in the trees. Arm in. Cuts off the path to retreat. How will he not drop the ball? It's only the level 4 Doom. Sock able to survive. Brewling putting a lot of damage. They go back into Panda form and they do kill. That's so bad. Oh, gee. If they get RM in here, that'd be great. It looks like they will. Double damage on it will be good enough, but now we get here and they're ready to party. Toxa gonna go down neck. And I'll let the Void back up. So on that trade.
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah. XP and gold gain.
Well, I think that's it. That Brewmasters tend to not use the most is the double damage by proccing that in. It's a lot. It's game block too. Yeah. It's one that's like if you twice, I think you can use it. It's like I went up pretty damage on the first level. Like,
low stars backstab thing, right? Like you buff it on yourself and then you get a big punch. I've been buffing that for a while. Like most people, the Storm Panda is just the backbone.
Yeah. Well, it's also a really good game for the Dispel versus
RMN mid lane initiated on. Not an easy hero. Big rotation out of OG. It's 4 heroes mid, but Sox is only level 5. He's a first strike. Poison damage. Nice though. Top is gonna go down. Soxa falls. One doing mid. Good fight.
Own. Well, so much is kind of a disadvantage thing.
No, some trouble. Touchable. Helping. But in the end, not enough. 2-2.
Yeah, that was built too. He's looking at value points. Because big points on Thunderclap and Cinderbrew, the level. The fight was 2. Cinderbrew double from 1 to 2. And so it's the Thunderclap, almost. Like 90 to 160.
The valid, yeah.
Very good utilization.
Thompson up top, they scan and find control. Head dash, shoot up, hits him with a stun, he'll follow the final skill, and it'll be there. Viper joins the party, G8 helps him out. Now the Chrono comes out mid one, Faceless Void. Do they have any follow-up damage? While the Chrono's alive, and does survive Doom, dropped onto PA. She'll be repelled, and it's the split from Seb. It's still a good fight for OG. They can bring down Fork, weak, isolated by the signal. He back down, and he's going to be going down. Spikes, stick charges, Viper strike, stop that, could be in trouble. About to lose this blue split also, he's still alive. They don't get the thunder at mid one. Does commit to finish off the kill. GA split up, and they just kill onto Seb now. They've got the stun, and they've got a few more.
They can chase the Dota next cycle.
A mech chaotic, but it does look like that Bruce. It's gonna tip the scales and push things in favor of NIGMA. What the?
GH got the clap last time. I'm killing Primal Split. Oh, that will hurt. And it's like another set of that too if he doesn't go anytime soon. And die would find them. So
I think I'm pretty tempted to keep that one. I were rude and then force another. That is a damn good steal.
Yeah, there's also time walk though, so I would understand if he wanted to like do that at some point. That could just be a free kill a lot of the time.
It depends on how this split cool gets as that opportunity. I feel it's so true with Rubik. You know, he's big steal. You kind of want to save it. At the same time, you do that math in your head of okay, how many initial steals am I missing by holding this for 40?
Yeah, I mean,
40 seconds.
They're not doing anything anyway. Just hanging. My control length is on that curve here. Also, that's right. With that first.
Our push up top will get tested. And Miracle did not go this game on the PA before drumming.
Another set bottom with the wolf and
not in. It's on mind control right there. Follow up stun.
They can't really dance some of the.
Well, he does go down into 1-2. They get over in the exchange for cops, but mind control in pretty far as they're adding health to try to sit this Slugdar has a lot of systems back from the clock. He'll TPA and OG sound the free. Vibe trying to get down here, but he's so damn slow. He's not going to make it in time, and I think OG will make it back. For a patch on Slugdar, Prime split set up. Do want this counter kill. Thompson also comes back. Doom drops on the Slugdar. Should secure it. Looking for more tonight. Nice chrono on the 2. Make 3. EA comes in. No ball. Fox are getting low. Here turns the off. Won't be the duel against Seb. Or buyback. If he dies here, he's going to be dead for a while. Trying his best to spot him. But still, it's set. They get the room. They get the void. Now no tail on the run. It is a NIGMA. Let's take a look at the recap. A 4. The clockwork died twice.
Man, that's kind of rough at the start, though. They got really lucky with the battery assault in the middle of that because he trapped heroes in those cogs, and I was looking at the damage breakdown, and Tops took all the battery assault hits. It's pretty ridiculous. And they telekinesis as well, so I kind of locked in.
You were right, though. It was a great shot from the clock, but it also got Slarder from getting a really good potential 3 approach. Because there isn't a blink on Trickle yet. It went at first. We'll have a blink pretty soon. So yeah, Mike. I got it. Yeah, the Slarder.
Well, while they're Roche, they're also taking mid. No, the clone couldn't get the nice stuff.
Well, it's from NIGMA. You push the anti-Roche simultaneously, and it's that value. Even though OG really good ultimates around the Roche pit, there's and can kill Roche easily with just these 2 heroes.
We talked a little bit of this build too. I don't know if Midland's on the same page as you. Not remembering what the he knows.
Yeah, so does not anymore now. We time up. When you time walk, where you land, you get, what is it, a range of 6? What's the 350 radius. And guaranteed time walk. So if you're clumped up, it can be a really cool way to I don't know if I've ever seen tags in Ash, so I'm excited to see if this works well for mid. What are your thoughts? Still skeptical there, big dog.
Well, I guess it's not really hard one, right? That's why it just needs to take a long phase. The arc one. Yeah. It seems like a invest for what it does. It basically means he can't farm that fast.
Look, I'm first item. I think like a mix. Even a minus anything to accelerate your farm before.
It can accelerate, right? Like it will be a farming item.
I mean,
so there's that.
That's in terms of playing your farm though, like relative to minus.
Yeah, I mean, but right there, time on, I can't. 6 seconds, you can do that.
Okay.
Guaranteed 8-week time wall.
Yeah, you're making a good point. It does double as a farming tool. Interesting to see how much that impacts his bottom line. Invisible G8 sets on the tops. He'll drop TP out. Yes, Thompson still dies the well. And stolen chrono from the roof. It sets up on 3G. This is my team fight. The Doom comes out on line control, but the damage has been done. Still the Doom, and this is going to end 1-2 exchange.
Trying to like.
But that's the Aegis, folks. It's the one, it's the super Aegis. Oh man, he is going to go down, but GH so deep in the back line. They're trying to keep him around. Set, they come back in. They were ready with the telekinesis, and he's got nothing left. OG take heavy losses here. They do get clockwork, but I think our man is that.
Yeah, I believe. He's just trying to finish his Agnes the ball from lane.
Like just that whole sequence, right? The Invis rune to set Thompson, the TP out that doesn't save Thompson in the end.
Do I hear something?
The missed chrono, the stolen chrono.
How about just putting the Aegis on the Slardar instead of the PA?
Yeah. Oh, genius play.
It sounds so simple. Like a lot of the games that was on the PA. But my control stamp for the PA every time anyway.
Dak, like my controls and true frontliner. I am fortunate that of course also been playing that kind of style, but that was a really good. Now they're gonna jump in on notes how he's doing.
This is basically mid one's Battle Fury, right? It's like a Battle Fury that team's a little bit better.
Yeah. a more stacked up.
You're worried about survivability.
Lane though, let's see if he gets the break out. Thompson will go down first. No buyback and mobile there. OG starting to crumble a little bit. Mid one, time back. Them with a dagger, another time walk, a few seconds, but still a lot of damage on him. The score from the Viper, this is significant. He got big damage and he's dead. Ouch. Back line
trying to grab the whip.
No, they're grab Sox instead. NIGMA are on point today, Trent. They are looking good.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Great movements, very much on the scene. Def, of course, out on the PA. She's got it for a little while. Now MK up. Void starting to get outscaled and pops. You feel like a bit of a non-factor this time. They're behind for most of it. They obviously put a lot of emphasis on shutting down Thompson. They haven't made it for him on this award, but there's just been no intimidation factor at a top from here. Now in the mind control wants a good fruit split. So Green Crush doesn't kill much, and mind control will get brought down. But makes space for his retreat. And I think the rest of NIGMA will get it out and fall further though. Maybe enough follow up. There is a Corona. Up to the side. They cut a jump in, play, bot back on the Doom. Miracle still alive for now. Void he does catch it. Can they keep Miracle? The stolen Chrono again stops the back line. Miracle lives mid one. Can't finish him off. Gets a catch. Miracle looking for a crit. The carries both down, but the rest of them big trouble. Now Thompson falls. GA in the back line trying to pick off the Tempest double. They'll get it, but he will. This is the buyback from Soccer now. To be able to guarantee hit on the Rubik. We are doing everything he can to try to slow it down. Looking for the buyback onto Saksa, trying to stack up the poison. He find both kills. Saksa down.
Poison. Yeah, there's no TP, no tail.
A little, but mind control here, catches the stun. From this uphill, not gonna make a difference now. That's full wipe. That is yes on the side of OG, I believe. Dying twice.
Oh man, GH played that fight so well. And he was waiting for the split throughout the majority of the fight, but he was just outside of range when and he got the blink off right of 2. Or Cinder rather. And then he was holding and waiting for the Chrono in mid one. Handle again.
Yeah. Even with the buyback, it's a pretty even gold exchange. NIGMA's pretty heavy casualty there also.
Scanning.
It's Rubik. Oh, GH been playing very well. Blink Dagger, Force Staff, and Aether Lens now. A long reach, but he has stole Chrono in back-to-back fights. Devastating. And one. Initiated on. No more help. He's done. No back to the void. Now Zed does have a split, but Cog's going to be cast point off. He's on his buyback in the grave.
Yeah, I mean, all I can do really is wait for everything to be up again and try once more, right? But
GH finds a catch. Long range initiation. Hooktail. The native attendants and up another alley-oop for Miracle. Not a team fight here. OG getting picked apart one at a time. Kind of a cool build out of Miracle. Desolator just straight into Satan. So once that resets, we can sustain it.
Yeah, he probably just knows that he's gonna get doomed.
Yep.
Speaking something good. So he did get him to get through some baggage that's in there. Chrono too, so yeah. Turn the previous match there's a Chrono and
mid one, same story, different chapter, and it might have the same ending. He goes into art a little bit faded. Rolls down. Send down close as he tries to TP out, he'll fall and sucks the cop. Might be able to find a kill to Aura and it's sick. But lacking on damage now. Earth and before he comes back to the last floor. Meanwhile, on the other side, No Tail netted up. PH putting this clumsy net
The Cliffo.
sets up another one on No Tail as he basically gets one shot by the dagger from combo. I'm sorry, Desto corrosive cheese dagger combo. PA not yet level 20, doesn't have the additional -3 armor corruption.
Dire's bottom tower.
OG look. A big talk for this, but I gotta say, nailed by NIGMA.
Yeah, this has been a pretty devastating year. Out the side in both games. The lanes were one thing, but big games have favored so much. So another catch here. GH feels like he's everywhere right now, living on the enemy side of the map, setting the mind control step for Mira. He just cannot leave their base right now. Look at that, they missed the counter ward. More to let Rubik get up that sentry nearby, false sense of security. That cost him
Middle 3 sentries.
Yeah. Seriously. On the ground. Oh my gosh. Oh, dang, dude.
Hilarious.
There's a vent fiber of three sentries and it's right in the middle.
They're not touching them, it's not the Venn diagram.
Oh, they're touching, buddy.
Radiant's top
Option sidelined up in 10. Mid lane, the melee barracks. NIGMA just back out. They don't care about the ranged RMA.
Oh, I don't know.
Good.
All right, how many more kills does OG get?
Oh. Sorry, I missed it.
The top, right? They get one more kill.
Does the Aegis count kill?
No, this does not count.
Oh, go to. Think of
right.
the clockwork and one of the cores.
Now we'll see if they win. That's OG.
Yeah. Tempest to double down. How long on Chrono? 110 seconds on that.
You know, like let's get for pure. Unfortunately, Miracle got a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. That was.
Yes, Chad's the murder in that game.
That was an NA. God, you're right.
Dire's top tower is under
NA.
Bit of gift for class.
Walk into the ball. Only to kind of do it. 8 isn't here. Now they get the team time of jump in, delete no tail, the pop back with the satanic monsters that fruit damage. They jump on the 10, pull the ball, still no Chrono. Still alive. That's finally the 8. Down low. That's the first one. On to Miracle. He's gonna. Can they shot this again? Jumping OG Arctic. Kill it.
Don't let my
He's getting Blink back to duel. Miracles survive. Now will netted up in some trouble. Available. Sucked up. We hop. Getting over. They are sustained.
Yeah.
Now mid one. He's
I'm the best.
But you're right. +8.
Just the clockwork and
I thought they were going to get one of those cores so bad. You're so close. I owed you. PG push. They're not going to coming. But NIGMA has the call and everything. They're going to pick this one up. 5 that off the Doom. Through up to 5. Will tell NIGMA not. They jump in to kill the Tempest double and